So what does that dynamic between Allen and Dorsey mean for this Bills offense?
Well, Jay, Dorsey and Allen are very close, and I'm told that Dorsey simply wants Allen to be himself, which means this is going to be the Josh Allen offense. They're not going to make a lot of wholesale changes in the transition from Brian Daboll, who's now with the New York Giants, to Ken Dorsey. I'm told that Josh Allen has become increasingly comfortable at the line of scrimmage, making changes, changing plays, making audibles, to the point where if he figures out his protections up front, then he is in full control, and the Bills know that he's going to have a great game. And so they don't really want to mess with that. I talked to some teams who think the Bills could be a little more run-heavy than in the past because they drafted James Cooks out of Georgia. They have 4 or 5 good backs now, really, so they can mix that up. But for the most part, this will be a similar offense to what you've seen in the past.
Yeah, that Bills offense ranked 5th in the NFL in yards per game last season, so they're pretty good coming in. From the AFC East to the AFC West, Davante Adams back with Derek Carr in Las Vegas. How have these college roommates or teammates clicked even before training camp?
Yeah, when I asked Raiders people about Davante Adams' transition to Las Vegas, the word effortless came up more than once because they say Adams is just a really smart football player, and good veteran players tend to transition well in Josh McDaniels' offense. And so I talked to one Raiders person who said that there was a suspicion that Carr and Adams had been working out together all offseason because when they showed up for minicamp and OTAs, they looked like they hadn't really missed a beat from their Fresno State days. Now, the Raiders know that Davante Adams probably can't replicate what he had with Aaron Rodgers because that's probably the best quarterback in the league, and they had a special...
It's 2-1, the first win of what would end up being, and still continues to be, Mariners' season-long streak. First win of it 5 days later. July 7th is your date. Probably the weirdest moment in the streak. Dylan Moore's fly ball. Punch to left, gonna go off the glove of Lourdes Gurriel Jr. and over the wall for a home run. He had it, and then he didn't have it. The Mariners, 8-3 winners over Toronto. That was their 5th straight win, and of course, with every great run has to come a little bit of luck. That was some of it right there. July 15th, just a couple days ago. Julio Rodriguez, the rookie, his first career grand slam was against the Rangers to put the game out of reach in the 8th inning. Here's how it sounded on the home network.
Goodbye, baseball! Grandma, get out the rye bread and mustard! It is grand salami time! Julio Rodriguez with the Mariners' first grand slam!
In case you also wanted to know how to make a Reuben sandwich as well. The Mariners, 8-3 winners. That's their 12th straight win. And then just go back to yesterday, top of the 10th against Tejas, J.P. Crawford. Sending one down the right field line. That's going to play to run. Mariners get the 3-2 win. That's their 13th straight.
All right, you got the Astros. We got the A's elsewhere in the American League West. That man, Justin Verlander, has been a problem for anyone in his way. Gets Sheldon noisy looking at the curveball. Young Sheldon goes down. Couldn't get a big bang there. That's just my theory. Verlander getting Dermis Garcia swinging. Okay, still scoreless. Bottom of the inning, Martin Maldonado. Deep. Gone, grand slam, more than enough for Verlander. His 9th home run of the season, 3rd career grand slam. The Reuben, the mustard, the rye, all of it. Astros leading 4-0. Astros at 5-0. Verlander, a bit of a spot, runners on first and second. Mile Machine grounding into the 6-3 double play. Who's he think he is? Bert Kreischer, the machine? No. Ramon Laureano, shallow pop, left center. Jeremy Pena there to track it down. A's out-hit the Astros 7-6, but nothing to show for it. Astros still leading 5-0 in the 6th. Verlander working on his 70th career game with 10 or more strikeouts, been 6 scoreless for the 5th time this season. Sean Murphy, no. Seth Brown, no. Seth might be the fastest kid alive, just nothing here. And then Elvis Andrus, no. Verlander career strikeout total 31-21, passing Kurt Schilling and Bob Gibson, 14th on the all-time strikeout list. And imagine having an ERA lower than your weight.
Hey.
Verlander continued, he's moving toward his high school weight at this point. The ERA at $1.89. He weighs in at 235, so says the Google machine. That means Verlander will be the 3rd oldest pitcher with a sub-2 ERA entering the All-Star break. He trails only Phil Niekro at 39 years old, right? That's Verlander. And Roger Clemens, Rocket did it for the Stros in 05.
We got some more drama brewing in the American League, specifically of the AL East variety. We pick things up, Orioles and the Rays. Top of the 8th, O's down 3-2. Nobody on. Adley Rutschman. He's pinch hitting, and that's exactly what he does. I mean, just sending that one to the short porch and right. That's his 5th home run of the season and his first career pinch hit homer. We're knotted at 3. We go to the 11th. Both teams added a run in the 10th. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. It's Ryan Mountcastle signaling a fly. It's going to drop right in front of the right fielder there, Josh Lowe in right field. 2 runs score Orioles. 6-4 winners, snapping the Rays' 5-game win streak. I got the Royals and I got the Blue Jays next. North of the border, bottom of the 10th, runner on 2nd, no outs. Joel Payamps on the mound. Vlad Guerrero Jr. doubling to deep center. George Springer, product of the Nutmeg State, that's Connecticut. He'll score. Blue Jays down 5-4, still no outs in the 10th. Next batter, Raimel Tapia singles to right center. Guerrero Jr. on his wagon. He'll score. That's going to tie the game. 5 apiece. A few batters later, 2-0. No out. Teoscar Hernandez singles to left. That's going to score Tapia for the walk-off. Blue Jays come back to win. 6-5 winners in extras. So the entire AL East guaranteed to be 500 or better at the break as the last place Orioles enter today 46 and 45. It's the 3rd time a single division has had every team do that in the divisional era, which dates back to 1969. The other 2, the 2012 AL East and the 2005 NL East. All right, let's hoop. I got the best of summer. David Roddy. Whoa. Roddy getting rowdy on the baseline and eat some of that. We got more from this game later. The Spurs were on the receiving end. A lot of that. Nets, Celtics, David Duke Jr. driving and posterizing Fiondu Kabengele. Kabengele is Dikembe Mutombo's nephew.
Okay.
No. Yes. That's win.
All right, top performance, Grizzlies and Spurs. Kenny Lofton Jr., 27 points, 10 of 16 from the field, 12 rebounds and 2 blocks. 6'6", 280. Plays even larger than that. He'll tell you if you're too small. Went to Louisiana Tech. Played, well, not me. I'm not me. I'm not too. What?
Top block. Rockets, Kings, Jeriah Horn. He's thinking about it. He shouldn't have thought that. Jabari Smith Jr. Sean Wildman was a top 3 pick. I'll take that. Rockets, though, 92-81.